Good evening. I'd like to address the situation that's unfolding between Peru and Mexico. I'd like to speak on that subject and come in very clearly on behalf of President Claudia Einbaum. Um, President Claudia is right that in democracies, a peaceful transition of power is very important. And we can't have folks afraid to give up their office because they're afraid of being imprisoned. So Mexico is definitely correct in offering asylum to the leaders in Peru who folks wanted to go after and prosecute and throw in jail, letting that guy's family into Mexico and letting the next prime minister in before they got imprisoned. In democracies, that's very important, a peaceful transition of powers. And so you have to have people willing to let go of their power. And that's a very important piece of democracy. And President Claudia is definitely correct in her asylum ranting to those folks in Peru who folks are chasing around with pitchforks. And I'm glad they have safe harbor there. I think it would be great if President Trump could give them amnesty as well and let them in here if they'd feel even safer here in the United States. But between Peru and Mexico, I would like to come out very clearly on behalf of Mexico as things are unfolding. I think it's very important that folks in democracies be willing to give up power. And so that's why I support President Claudia Sheinbaum's asylum for the folks, for the person in Peru who folks really are unhappy with and mad at. It's important, like in the United States, there was a real thing to really prosecute a former president because folks don't like doing that in democracies because they want the people to step down. So, like, even in Syria, part of the peace agreement there was that Bashar Assad could go to Russia and be safe. And that was part of why eventually he was finally able to leave Syria and not blow it up on his way out because he was able to get asylum in Russia. And so, like in Peru, if you have somebody who folks are really, really angry at, that's afraid to let go of power, sometimes having them be able to go somewhere that's safe can be a very good thing. I think we should open up Florida to more of that. Asylum for disgraced leaders around the world, but who want to be safe. And Florida's not too bad of a place. It's awfully muggy, but it's good. It's good. So I definitely support President Claudia's giving former Prime Minister Peru asylum. I definitely support that. I think that's a good thing. Asylum's good.